Hi, it is Saturday. What's today? Saturday, July 12th. It is the middle of the year. Um, my reading goals this year have not been as lofty as they have been in the past. And I have not read that many books this year. I've read 11 books of 25. So this year I was going for quality over quantity. I also just have not had like a ton of time to read, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. This year my goal was 25 books. Hopefully in the future I can make my goal bigger, but as of right now, my goal is 25 books. Let's go over, I think I've already talked about some of the books that I finished. Um, but I read Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. I read the first 3 books of the Dirty Air series by Lauren Asher, which are Throttled, Collided, and Wrecked. I've read the 3 books that are in the Rose Hill series by Elsie Silver, so Wild Love, Wild Eyes, and Wild Side. And then I read the first book in the Filthy Rich Fae series by Geneva Lee, and then I read um, books 2 and 3 of the Filthy Rich Vampire series by Geneva Lee. And then I read A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson. So most of these books I read, I think, the Kindle Unlimited. Red Queen I read, I did half and half. So I did audiobook and then I did paperback because I have the paperback. Um, I have now the first 3 books of the Rose Hill series in paperback over on my shelf over there. Um, and then I also have the paperback copy of A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, but I did that, I think, exclusively on audiobook. Um, I am trying to read books that are not just like romance because I need to get out of that. And to start that off, I did A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, which is funny because it took me a really long time to finish that. I started it on April 3rd, according to Goodreads, and I finished it on July 9th, which was 3 days ago. And then immediately after I finished that, I started Vicious by V.E. Schwab. Um, that book, I guess it's a part of the Villains series. I went into it super blind. So I'm being like shocked. I'm shocked every time something happens in that book because I have no idea what it's about. I went into it 100% blind. But I am kind of enjoying that, to be honest with you. Um, so I all that to say, I think this is going to be a reading vlog. I've tried to do reading vlogs in the past. I don't really do a very good job at vlogging. I'm going to continue reading Vicious. I have some other books that I'm currently reading. I had to delete some because I am definitely not currently reading a ton of these books. So right now I'm currently reading Vicious by V.E. Schwab. I started The Way of Shadows by Brent Week. I've been reading Daughter of No Worlds since April of 2024. I'm also reading The Poppy War. That one I'm doing a paperback. It says I've been reading it since January of 2024, but I don't think that's right because I don't think I started it then. I actually think I started it at the beginning of this year. And I also started the second book in Crescent City, which is House of Sky and Breath. I feel like I should probably finish at least one of these books, or maybe 2 of them, before I start anything else. Okay, I'm done now. I think that's it. Just I hope enjoy. I don't know what we're doing. I'm gonna go to my friend's house later. I'll bring my Kindle. What I think I have Daughter of No Worlds on my Kindle too, so I can toggle between Vicious and Daughter of No Worlds if I want. To do some reading. I'm probably gonna go to the pool later. I need to practice some piano there. Yeah, nothing crazy. Um, yeah. I'm driving, and the reason I'm driving is because I thought that I was going to have the night to be home, but something's going on with my boyfriend, so I gotta go over there and be with him. Anyway, I'm listening to the audiobook for Vicious by V.E. Schwab. It's pretty good. It is kind of weird, but it's good still. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep listening to that and just hope that traffic calms down because I'm getting really freaking annoyed. That's all. Farewell. Chat later. I don't know how many updates I'm gonna be able to do when I'm at his house, but I will do my very best. I hope you're working, because otherwise I don't think you can hear me. I wanted to give a quick update on Vicious. It's so good. It's so good. I'm having a blast reading it. I've been going back and forth between the audiobook on Spotify and reading it on my Kindle, and I was describing it to my boyfriend the other day, and he was like, "Wow, that sounds really good." I was like, "It is, bro." Um, I'm just waiting in the parking lot of my boyfriend's work because we're gonna go get lunch before I head back home. Um, and yeah, this is the same parking lot that I saw David Henry from Wizards of Waverly Place. So just saying, living in Southern California is very strange because you see celebrities out and about, and you're like, wait, that's definitely a celebrity. Was in a car with no marked plates, which is very interesting. But the car did look brand new, so. Anyway, yeah, I just wanted to give an update on Vicious. I keep like panic looking around to see if anyone can see me talking to myself, which they probably can. Um, but yeah, anyway, maybe I'll sit and read for a little bit while I'm waiting for him. That's all. I'm just making my eggs now. I was gonna make bread, but the bread I believe is expired. And I get kind of weird with the expiration dates, so we're not gonna make the bread. I don't know what is wrong with me, but I decided to run today. Sometimes I just get in the mood to run. Today was one of those days. I'm just gonna turn my treadmill off. Okay. Turn that light off. I was just feeling like running. I can't explain it. Sometimes these things, they just happen. And today was one of those days. I don't know why I'm in the mood for a Stephen King. I cannot explain that. So I have some over there. I have one right here that I'm also like continuously making eye contact with. But I think I might grab, I think I'm gonna grab one from over there. I'm just kind of in the mood for some like eerie writing. And then I still have some books on my Kindle. So right now I'm reading Vicious. I'm still reading Vicious. I'm also in the middle, I think I've already talked about some of these other books that I'm in the middle of, but I'm gonna finish Vicious on my drive. Like, I'm not worried about that because I'm doing the audiobook too. And then I think if I have another book physically with me, that might be a good idea. So I'm going to shower now. I'm gonna shower. Today's energy drink was a C4. I don't always do energy drinks. Sometimes I do like a pre-workout. Today was an energy drink. An energy drink. I turned all the lights off in my house because I was gonna try and take a nap, but that's not happening. So instead, I'm gonna tell you about Vicious, because I finished Vicious, okay? I was trying to make the sound that people always add in their videos, so I just did it myself. Vicious. I rated it 4 stars, and I will tell you why. I really liked the story. I did get a little bit lost in the middle, but overall loved the idea. I thought it was a very interesting story. I read a review from someone who they were like, you can tell this person doesn't really like God, so I'm not going to read their books anymore. And I kind of agree. I think that the writer just clearly doesn't think religion is good, or maybe he thinks that people use religion to justify choices. But overall, I did like the book, and I would like to continue with the series. So I think the next book is called Vengeance. It's not on Kindle Unlimited, and I didn't see it. I didn't look for it. Let me say, I didn't look for it on Spotify, the audiobook. So someone's being very noisy out there. So I'm gonna have to look for it if I want to continue. But I think I want to take a break from that series, and I'm gonna, because now it's a series, I'm gonna maybe try and pick up a book in a series that I'm in the middle of, which off the top of my head, I don't even remember which series I'm in the middle of. I'm very tired right now, so I think what I'm gonna do is just take a shower, try and like get something going, and then yeah, I also think that because I haven't been doing my Bible studies in the morning, I think that's starting to get to me a little bit. So what I'm gonna do is take a shower. I got that new red shampoo and conditioner stuff. I'm gonna try that, and then I'm going to go pick up a strawberry matcha latte from a coffee shop by me. I've never had theirs before. I'm excited to try it. I kind of hope that it's like a regular matcha with like a strawberry cold foam. I think that is maybe the ideal strawberry matcha latte for me. So I'm gonna see if I can find a place that has something like that, and I think this coffee place by me might have that. I need to put a liquid IV in my water bottle because I can feel the dehydration. I'm not drinking enough water. Which reminds me, maybe I should do that right now because it's literally looking at me in the eyeballs. Very cold. I also dropped this water bottle like the second I got it. There's like a little dent. I don't know if you can see that. There's like a little lilt right there. So it just like, when it sits on the table, it just kind of wobbles a little bit. So look, I put it down. It's just vibing. And I have my Diet Dr. Pepper right here. I've had so much caffeine today, and it has done next to nothing for me. So I don't know what's going on. I also did not take an allergy pill today, and I just realized that. So perhaps I should take an allergy pill. But no more procrastinating. What? No more procrastinating. We're going to take a shower.